Hi, and it's Sue here from Inspired Messages Monday. Welcome to your September edition. And I will be looking at the astrology, and I've also done the tarot cards as well. So we'll be going through the two together like I usually do. So the first thing that's going to be happening this month is we're going to have a new moon on the 6th, which is coming up very, very quickly. And that new moon is in the sign of Virgo. And it's going to be trine Uranus, so we can expect anything really, because that's what Uranus does, and it might be something really exciting, and it will probably be something that happens fast, and it will also likely bring intuitive flashes. So listen to your intuition and your gut, go with that. Any insights that help you look into the future, I really look on that. There'll be certain people that will be able to do that, especially if you've got that strongly in your birth chart. And also for those that can see it, it's time really to take advantage of new opportunities and make the most of it. So don't let opportunities pass you by. Now, Virgo is connected to the Hermit, and here's the Hermit. And this is the first card that came up, and I've always said, he's carrying a lantern and he's shining light on the world, and you've probably heard me say that. So I think because it's connected to Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign, I think this is very much about helping others, maybe helping others to wake up, awaken, to see the light. And I think it's also about us going within and getting answers to any questions that we might have. And so with this new moon, we can always do a new moon ritual. At a new moon, we can always plan what we want to happen in the next 28 days. They may be only small goals, but it's really good to get them down on paper and maybe meditate on the 6th, on the evening of the 6th, and think about what you want to manifest. It's almost like you're putting it out there to the universe. So that's the first card that I got in the spread, and the next card I got was the Chariot. Now this is interesting because this card is always racing to victory. Now there is also always a negative. But I'm not looking at the negative, I'm looking at the positive side, because I think we need a positive direction. And interestingly, that Mars is moving into Libra. And so this card, the Chariot, connects with Mars. And both the Chariot and Mars want to win the race at all costs. Okay. The problem is with Mars moving into Libra, they're very different energies, because Mars, it can be aggressive, it wants to win at all costs, it rules Mars, the god of war, and it's going into Libra, which is a gentle sign. Libra doesn't want confrontation, it doesn't like warring. What it can do, it can bring two sides together, and I think that is possibly what this all means. I mean, Libra wants peace, it wants justice, and it wants harmony. And the next card that I got up was the Temperance. And the Temperance is the card of healing. She has wings, and she connects to the higher realms. And so, she's a healer, she's flexible, she sees both sides, brings people together, and balances the masculine and the feminine energies. And I think this, because it came up after the other card and is connected to this Mars moving into Libra, I think it was actually backing up or telling me that things are going to be all right, because this does balance our masculine and our feminine energies. And our soul yearns for peace, justice, and harmony. So I feel this is, quite a beneficial card to come up. on top of the other two. So on the 21st, we're going to have a full moon in the opposite sign of Pisces. Now, obviously Pisces is water, and always at full moons we see lots of emotion anyway, and so with this being water, we're likely to see emotions running high, as I say, especially because full moons are known for high emotional states, as reported by hospitals who have more accident intakes, and the police who do more arrests as people are being more rowdy, etc. So I think looking at the positive side of it, it's good to voice your emotions, it's good to say how you feel, and any emotions that we've kept down in the last 12 months and more, I think it's good to clear the decks for what we've got to come. Going along with that, the World card came up, and this card connects to Pisces, and I think you know, it has the circle on there that is the egg. It's about birthing, and it's about new things as well, and it's the, you know, the ending and the beginning of something new. So I'm going to read what it says in my little book. I've got a little book because I thought it was worth reading. So this is the final card, the World. It's the supreme symbol of unity and wholeness, and the woman is encircled by the laurel wreath of victory and holds the magician's wand, which has now worked its magic of self-transformation. The tarot traveller at the end of the journey realizes that the individual is the symbol of the whole world, embracing all things within the enlightened self. And at the corners of the card are the 4 creatures of Ezekiel, symbolizing the 4 evangelists and representing the 4 essential qualities: humanity, spirituality, courage, and strength. This card's number 21 is the number of completion, and 3 times 7, the 2 most magically significant numbers. And the wreath also represents 0, the symbol of infinity with which you started the journey. So the end of one journey marks the start of another. Now, I've had the 14 and the 7 and the 21, which is talked about here, and we know, I keep talking about it every month, about that we're going through you know, the end of something. We're going into a new era, and for me this card very much sums up what's going on, and it connects to the full moon. And at the full moon we can do a full moon ritual about you know, saying goodbye to things that are no longer useful in our lives. So all this connects for me with the 21, the 14 and the 7. So I hope you'll agree with that, and if there's any tarot readers out there and they want to tell me what they, you know, what you think, then please let me know. So on top of that, on that day, we're going to, that's the 22nd, we're going to have the Sun moving into Libra, and we've talked about Libra. Mars is moving into Libra, and obviously Libra is about social, romantic, you know, things, and is into justice and fairness and balance. We keep talking about that. But something may have to be sacrificed if harmony is to be restored. This is not an easy journey, as we have a lot of chaos around us. If you're looking at what's going on the world stage, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that people don't know about. There are good things and there are not so good things, but I think it's important to be open-minded when your beliefs are being challenged, because you may hear things that upset you, and you've got to, you know, be in that balance and harmony of Libra. Unfortunately, in the next month, we will be in that energy. We have been lied to, and much is being revealed to us, which can be upsetting. But the past is dying and the future is on the horizon. So are you ready? Are we ready? Is the world ready? Well, I hope so. But on September the 27th, towards the end of the month, Mercury is going to go retrograde for the last time this year, and it will be retrograde till the 18th of October. And it's also in the sign of Libra, so you need to watch out for misunderstandings, because when Mercury is retrograde, something's said and it's not understood. You need to look at situations from other angles and try not to fall out with people. Now on the 22nd, we've got the autumn equinox as well. So there's a lot happening. On the 21st, we've got the full moon. On the 22nd, we've got the autumn equinox and the sun moving into Libra. So there's lots and lots of energy at that time. So the autumn equinox marks really the first day of autumn, and I've got a little poem here which marks that energy, which I'm going to read out to you. So this is the song of the apple tree at the autumn equinox. Come sit with me and hear my song, for Mabon now is come. Day and night are equal, and summer's time is done. The sun has blessed me kindly, sweet earth has fed me too. My limbs have hung so heavy with juicy fruit for you. So sit with me and give thanks for all the gifts of life. At this time of balance, let love win over strife. The smoke-tinged chill of autumn now shivers through my leaves, and soon they all will leave me dancing on the breeze. For we are heading winter bound, the night so long will be. Let's celebrate what light has brought, how richly blessed are we. So that's about the autumn equinox, which I think is really nice. So the ending on a positive note, as I always like to do, this card came up in the spread, and it is the star, and the star connects again to the higher realms, and it really connects to Mercury, and obviously we've got Mercury going retrograde in that sign of Libra. So when you meditate, if you can meditate, and it would be good for you to meditate and ask what insights flow from the waters of your unconscious. Actually, the star is the guiding star to show the way, and so this is a really fortunate card. It's a very positive card. It connects to the cosmos with all the stars on it, and I'm going to leave you with that energy, a positive energy, I think. So that's what's coming up in September. So the affirmation, which is I've kept the same, I'm keeping the same till we come out of whatever we're involved with at the moment. This change that we're going through, I think, is about us being sovereign and standing up, in our own truth, and feeling powerful and strong in our sovereign truth. So I am a sovereign being and a sovereign soul, standing in my own truth of what is right and just. I'll say it again. I am a sovereign being and a sovereign soul, standing in my own truth of what is right and just. So have a lovely September. Let's hope that we're going to have a bit of an Indian summer. Try and meditate, try and keep calm, try and communicate, try and, not fall out with anybody, and connect to the healing realms, send out love, peace and harmony to everybody around you. And if we all do that, then we will change the vibration. It's about keeping our vibration high and positive when all around us is chaos. So don't forget to connect with me on my Facebook page. If you go to my website, that's astrologysue.com. There are links to the Facebook page, and you can always send me a message if you want to on there on my contact page. So have a great September, and I will see you at the beginning of October. So bye for now. Bye bye.